Hey, what is up, guys? Steve here, and it is time to start another stream. Now, where we left off last run, we had just lost a Zoomerol. Now, I thought things were a little fishy when I saw that we only had 16 deaths, despite playing probably half of the entire stream with Mantine. It still felt wrong, so I went back and I looked at the footage. And it turns out after Mantine, for some reason, it just wasn't counting any of the deaths. And then it just started correctly counting the deaths again several deaths later. So we're actually at 20 and not 16. Yeah, not sure what happened there. If you guys want to see something ridiculous, make sure to check out that last stream. Check out how Mantine died. It's one of the most ridiculous situations you've ever seen in your entire life. It's almost as if it was planned by Pokemon and Game Freak themselves as a strategy, because these two moves never would mix unless somebody actually had thought about this strategy, and somehow that AI, it knew. I was forced to die. There was no luck involved. The AI knew it was going to kill me. It was very smart. But today's another day. Hopefully we see something a little bit different today. Maybe we even win today. We'll see. As you guys know from the thumbnail, our very first Pokemon will be Vaporeon. Not sure if you guys know this, but all of the EV evolutions suck. At least their starting movesets suck. So I really doubt we're going to be beating the rival, but we will definitely take our best shot. We'll go ahead and start the vertical stream. Pull up the game, which is running perfectly fine. All right. I don't know if I refreshed or not the overlay at all while I was doing all of the setup, so let's go do that for a second. Refresh for a moment. All right. I think we are good to go. Welcome everybody on Vertical. Make sure to check out last week's video if you guys missed it. We're going to go ahead and get started. I typically don't bother with the names anymore. I used to have my name set as the very first option. Unfortunately, there are too many changes to this ROM where doing that breaks the game. So from now on, we'll just be Chris. Not a big deal. You know, in honor of you being here, Rex, Vaporeon could be named after you. You're welcome. We're not even going to look at the rest of the Pokemon to see if Vaporeon's got a good shot at winning. We're just going to assume that it does, because it's a Vaporeon, and Vaporeons are pretty good. Unfortunately, our held item is a full heal. Probably not going to do us a lot of good. However, I think that Miracle Berry... Oh, Miracle Berry heals all status. Okay, well, that's not nearly as good as I thought it was. For some reason, my brain thought it was the Citrus Berry in the later games. I know this game has a Citrus Berry equivalent. I just don't remember what it is. Squirtle, same moveset as Vaporeon. Smoke Ball, that's interesting. Too bad you can't actually use it to catch something. Well, we didn't get any balls, so we can't switch off of Vaporeon. Not that we were going to. All right. To give us the best shot at winning, I will make sure to put the regular berry on our Vaporeon. For anybody that doesn't know, berry trees are unfortunately banned. However, items given to you by people are not. So this guy gives you a berry every single run. So might as well pick it up. use it, especially since we got a level 5 versus a level 8. Could use every bit of the extra attack. Ooh, now that's interesting. So we do 3 to 4 damage. That is not going to be enough. So let's go ahead and try and do more. All right, 4 to 5 damage. That's going to be 7 attacks. This Phanpy can knock us out in 6, so let's go with another. All right, 5 to 6. That's 6 attacks. This Phanpy could still knock us out quicker than that. So we'll go with Tail Whip. We've gotten really lucky. The Phanpy has missed Growl twice. I don't think we're going to test our luck any further. We're going to go ahead and try these tackles. And just fingers crossed we can do enough from here. It's going to be close. Unfortunately, Phanpy was just a wee bit faster than us. Feels bad. Well, there goes Phanpy. Also, oh, that's why the death counter didn't count. Okay, so you actually physically have to finish talking with the person for the death counter to go up. Got it. All right, let's go ahead and move on. There's probably a pretty good chance that Phanpy can beat something, but we always go with the Pokemon left of us. So whatever we are going to pick up now is going to go against Vaporeon. Fingers crossed it's something good. All right, and Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee can beat Vaporeon, probably, if I get lucky. With double kick only. No meditates. Okay. All right, Rex. This one is also going to be named after you, but it's going to be just a little bit different. Gotcha. Gotcha. I have to physically see the faint screen. Okay. Hey, game dev. That would have been hilarious. Kick me. That would have been great. Very ironic. In this game, they increased the special defense of Hitmonlee. So I'm slightly like, I feel a lot better about Hitmonlee in this game than I do in the first game. If we were doing this Kaizo challenge in the first game, I would definitely think that Hitmonlee would probably be incapable of winning, just for how easy it could be two-shot. But in this game, it's definitely possible, especially since we have a stab double kick. Let's see. Oh my god, we get Meditate at level 6. That's going to be very helpful as well. Rolling Kick's not going to be much of an upgrade, unfortunately. In fact, it will be a downgrade because Double Kick is a 30 power move, Rolling Kick is a 60 power move, but Rolling Kick's not 100% accurate. Oh my god, Vaporeon has Sand Attack. Okay, so I do 4 to 5, that's per kick. That's going to make this, at the least, it's going to be a 4-shot. Okay. Okay, I missed. Okay, okay. 11 damage. We have to basically... Oh, no, there's no way. Okay. And I missed. That first turn Sand Attack really killed us. Feels bad. Alright. The last Pokemon is Phanpy versus Hitmonlee. There's no way Phanpy is going to beat Hitmonlee, so we're going to be calling it for this ROM. Save us a little bit of time. Unload mapper. Reload mapper. Refresh game. All right. Okay, for some reason I just picked 10 a.m. Guess that's going to be a little different. All right, what do we got this time? Snorlax. Ooh, a medium slow Snorlax. That could be good. All right, you are going to be big boy. Let's see. You're holding the upgrade. Upgrade is not going to be useful in any sort of way whatsoever. Tackle, we get Amnesia at 18, Defense Curl at 15, Belly Drum at 22. We don't get anything until 29 Headbutt. So we're going to be stuck with Tackle for a really long time. That's unfortunate. Maybe we get something good off of... Ooh, that's a cool one. Aerodactyl. Maybe we get something good off of Falconer and we can teach it to our big boy. I mean, he does learn a lot of moves. Imagine if we could get a move like Earthquake off of Falconer. Okay, well, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and heal. I don't want to lose before the run even starts. All right, get any items? Basically, no. Okay. Do I have the chat up? Yeah, I do. Didn't I say something about your kick me comment? No, not like this. Ooh, close one. All right. Oh, let's see. Sunflora, that's definitely winnable. We do 5 to 6 damage. It does 6 to 8 damage. That's doable if we were faster, but unfortunately we're not faster, so we have to just hope it uses growth. Oh, it's using Absorb. Okay, I completely forgot about that outcome. I also apparently forgot to put the berry on. Not that it mattered. It used Absorb and it had 15 more PP, so it was never going to win. Unfortunate. Not looking forward to me having to use Sunflora. Guess we'll take a look. See what we got on the Pokemon the left Pokemon option. See what gonna... Oh, actually, hold on. What is possibly going to beat a Snorlax? Ooh. Okay, Kingler might be able to defeat a Snorlax. Oh, and Sunflora can beat a Kingler. Okay, so we're going to be using all 3 Pokemon on this ROM. All right. You are going to be Sir Crab. Let's see, we get Bubble, Leer, Crab Legs. Okay, we can do that. Ah. Okay, we get Bubble and Vice Grip. I'll take that. Vice Grip's not the worst. It's not the greatest, though, because they give it to us in Pokemon Stadium 2, and Vice Grip's not great in Pokemon Stadium 2. We also have a Park Ball, which, for anybody that doesn't know, a Park Ball is actually just an Ultra Ball. Ooh, look at that damage on Vice Grip. That's actually pretty good. If we hit that Snorlax with a Leer, yeah, we could probably win. I'm just trying to avoid the Aerodactyls here. Don't want to die before we even get started. Uh-oh. I feel like that's not even fair to die to a wild Pokemon that I literally am not allowed to knock out. It doesn't feel fair. All right, hold on. Are there any rules against? Let's see. Sorry, people on vertical that can't really see. There. Let's see. Yeah, catch one per route. Once all party members have fainted, the run is over. You must restart with a new Pokemon. If you accidentally kill a Pokemon while you're trying to catch it. No, that's not it. No, I don't see anything that allows me to start over or do it again. That's extremely unfortunate. Feels bad. Didn't even get a shot with Kingler. But rules be damned. We're just gonna go ahead and lower the death count by 1. And do it again. What happens with the rival though? I'm actually I'm genuinely curious what happens. Will the rival approach us from the left? This has never happened. I've never even considered what would happen. Did I not talk to Mr. Pokemon? That's unfortunate. Well, now that I'm already thinking about it, I want to do it again. I'm going to talk to Mr. Pokemon and see if I can black out and then see what happens with the rival. We're doing this for science. I must know. All right, now, oh, it goes to the city. Okay, so be it. Let me just lower the death counter by 1. Okay, let's just. I don't think it's very fair that the Pokemon gets to die before it even gets a first attempt. Okay, so it's gonna do 7 to 9 damage. I'm gonna do 5 to. Oh god, I have no chance of beating Snorlax. Literally none. It would have to use, like, I don't know, 5 more amnesias. Yep. I even got a tackle miss. Didn't matter. All right, well, that definitely counts. All right. Sunflora might honestly be the only one on this ROM that might actually have a chance of winning. I forgot to change the time. Oh well. Time doesn't really matter in a randomizer. All right, we're gonna call you Sunstone. Sparkles? Nah. We're gonna use Sunstone. You're basically the only use of the Sunstone in the whole game. I imagine Absorb will absolutely wreck a Kingler. Wait a second. The Smoke Ball can be used more than once? Please tell me I'm not the only one who didn't know that. I thought it was like a one-time use item, so I never used it in my entire history of playing Pokemon, ever. Because that's just how that's just how single-use items work. I stack them, I continue to stack them, and then I never ever use them ever. That's just how they work. I mean, I knew the Smoke Ball existed. I just assumed it was an item you can only use once. Alright. Now, just because we have a super effective move doesn't mean that Vice Grip's going to do a ton of damage. Okay, Vice Grip's going to do 12 to 15. Absorb is going to do 5 to 7. Oh, that's not even close. I might still lose. I'm considering using Absorb, but the problem is if I use... Wait, am I faster? I'm not faster. If I... Okay, so I guaranteed have at the very least 2 Absorbs. Because I can survive 3 Vice Grips. So if I could use 2 Absorbs, using a Growth would be bad then. Because it would just take a whole turn. It would just not be enough. Yeah, so we just have to use Absorb, and at some point he's got to stop using Vice Grip. Or he starts with not Vice Grip. Wait, is that a crit? That did more than 12 to 15 damage, I think. No, I just have a really low amount of HP. Okay, my bad. For some reason, I was looking at Kingler's HP, and I thought that was my HP. 12... Okay, so I must have just did 15 damage. Ouch. Okay. Well, that ROM is dead, too. We will beat the rival at some point, that's for sure. When we do, we'll finally get to play the game. Question is, which Pokemon's gonna be able to do it? Venomoth. What is your starting moveset? Disable, Foresight, Supersonic Tackle. Okay, well, I mean, I guess I have Supersonic, so, you know, there is always that. Interesting, I also have the Cleansing tag, which is kind of like the Smoke Ball, but just for not getting wild encounters to begin with. We'll call you Scott Jr. No, Scott uses Scott. We can't name it Scott because holy crap, that's actually something I can use. I don't get a bug move until level 25. Okay, so never mind. It's not something I can use. Ooh, I like that Primeape. Low kick scratch. I may consider swapping... Oh, wait, I don't have a Pokeball. Never mind. X potion. All right, Pokeball. X speed. Okay, well, no swapping, I guess, without a Pokeball. Guess we'll just have to play the supersonic game and see if it goes well. Luckily, Scott Jr. here is quite fast, and I might get a supersonic off before whatever Pokemon we're gonna face is gonna attack. Grand Ball. 11 to 14. It's a guaranteed 2-shot. Ouch. There are a lot of other moves though. Supersonic, good. Tail Whip. Okay, well, Tail Whip doesn't really matter because we were going to get 2-shot regardless. Now we're just going to get 2-shot even harder. That was a crit. That crit did 3 damage. 3. The only way to win this battle is if the Grand Bull hits itself to death. Oh, great. No, my 2 to 3 damage. It's 1 to 2 now. Oh, whatever shall we do? Oh my god, it hit itself so much more than I hit me. Wow. Okay, well, you know, Scott Jr. never stood a chance. I need to add the death up. My bad. Accidentally started over too early. All right. Let's see what Pokemon we're going to get next. That's going to face Venomoth, which has a terrible moveset and very, very bad attack stat, as you guys just witnessed. Whatever Pokemon is here has a pretty good chance of beating Venomoth. Okay, well, that's why we use the words pretty good and not guaranteed. Oh, I'm holding a TM. And as we've established, holding the TM counts. So, in the rules, I'm looking at them right here. It says no use of TM except for TMs you get from defeating gym leaders. But I'm making an unspoken rule that if it was given to your starting Pokemon, it was meant to learn it. And therefore, if it can learn it, you should give it to him. Now, it still has to learn it. All right, what do you got? Double Slap. Well, that is definitely not a move that Tangela can learn, so guess that TM does not matter. Sleep Powder will be interesting. Unfortunately, Constrict does like next to no damage. Oh my god, Constrict does 1 to 2 damage on Tentacool. Imagine how much damage it's gonna do on the rival. 6, 4, 3. That was close. I mean, I know the rival's a Venomoth and all, that's also very weak, but still. If I had the ability to catch a different Pokemon, I would definitely pivot. Not to Igglybuff, though, that's for sure. Interesting. I could, in theory, use that X speed. Venomoth, as we've established, is pretty fast. Even with the X speed, we probably still will not outspeed Venomoth. And the only reason why I want to outspeed Venomoth is because outspeeding and then using sleep powder is way better than going second and using sleep powder. Let's see, we got 21 speed. If I were to gain 50% speed, that would give me 6 speed. That would bring me up to 18. That would still not be fast enough. Okay. Did that do 1 damage? It did. It did do 1 damage. Wow. That is just... Doesn't Constrict have a chance to lower speed? Aha! I predicted he'd wake up. No, don't do that. Stop using tackle. Aha! Its speed was dropped by 1. X speed time. All right. I missed. Okay, hold on. Potion. We must win this one. We haven't won a single battle yet today. Everything. Use it all on Viney. We're all in on Viney. God, if only Viney could hit the broadside of a barn. Okay, well, Briny wanted to lose. We gave him all of the chances and he still lost. Okay, so let's see. The last Pokemon was shit, what did Venomoth lose to? Grand Ball. Yeah, we could win Grand Ball. Oh, it's daytime again. Oops. Let's see. Grand Ball's gonna go against Tangela. That seems good. Tangela does have that sleep powder though, but Constrict does nothing, so I'm not worried about Constrict. Let's see. Scary Face, Tackle, Tail Whip. Okay. We do not get Charm. I was gonna use Charm, but that's okay. We're gonna call you by what you're based off of. Probably a joke. It may not be based off of a pit bull, but to me it looks like a pit bull. You know, I gotta say, of all the Pokemon, this one makes me feel pretty good. Let's see, we don't get a good move until level 13, which we get Bite. Bite's gonna be slightly stronger than Tackle, but not by stats. We got Lick and Roar. Okay, I take that back. We're gonna have Tackle for a very, very long time. In fact, we have a Tackle until we get a TM. So, actually, I take that back. Pitbull's not very good. Level up moveset's not very good. Also, it's very slow. I'm now just remembering this, that even in my solo run of Grand Bull, it was very slow. It was basically never able to outspeed Gengar. Also, what the heck does Hardstone do? Does it increase the power of rock moves? Yep. Boy, if there's anything, I definitely want that Primeape. Its moves are also not the greatest, but I'd very much like to see what level up moves Primeape would get. So we're definitely going to be slower than Tangela. So we... Oh. I guess it doesn't really matter if we're faster or slower than Tangela. I guess it will get to go first. For its sleep powder using. I don't know if we really care. Because it is only using Constrict. Alright, let's see. Alright, 2 to 3 damage. I'm willing to take that risk. Also, Scary Face could lower the speed too. I'd rather go with Tail Whip though, because 3 to 4 damage is not very much. 5 to 6, that's a lot better. That's 5 to 6 attacks though. How many constricts is that? That's... Ooh, that's only 7 constricts, especially since I'm going to be put to sleep at some point. Yep, another Tail Whip. Oh, it's faster than me. Of course it is. All right. Still, oh, it's still 5 to 7. Okay. Great. Oh, my speed fell. We're winning this no matter what. I've got a potion. Oh, I forgot to put the berry on. That's unfortunate. Boy, there are just no turns I can just... Okay. They seem to be very efficient at making sure I'm asleep. Hey, MVF, I couldn't help but notice that the -1 on my speed is green. Also, the -3 in Tangela's defense is also green. Usually minuses are bad, usually denoted with red. Hey, didn't use sleep powder, that's good. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, now to finally make some progress. Unfortunately, we don't get a better move than Tackle until we beat Falconer. Who was that person? A dastardly red-haired Ike. All right. My only qualms with this game is that the wild Pokemon are just so weak that they're almost no reason to ever pivot, because the Pokemon I'd be pivoting off of is so low level. Or sorry, the Pokemon I pivot off of would be a higher level than the Pokemon I originally had. Okay. Let's put Tail Whip in slot 2. I'm not gonna lie, we'll probably be using Charm quite a few times. Miltank, 3 to 4 damage. Yeah, that's fine. All right, Pitbull is doing all right. We're getting Bite real soon. The thing about Bite is Bite has the flinch chance. I like that. Bitterberry. All right. Right, left. All the way up. I think it's down 1 and then to the right? No. Up, left. Okay. Well, I got there. Well, game dev, we'll be getting Bite at 13. So, unless the very next trainer that we face has a ghost, we should be all right. But now that I point that out, the next trainer does have 5 Pokemon. The next trainer is this trainer. Oh, actually, you know what? Hold on. I forgot there is one more trainer I could do. I don't know how I forgot about this person. Mostly because I just avoid talking them at all costs. Okay, well that didn't get me to 13, but I guess technically I'm closer to 13 for this very next trainer with 5 Pokemon. Fingers crossed. Oh, wow. Mr. Mime. Now that would be a good Pokemon to pivot into. Alright, we're gonna catch the Mr. Mime as our backup Pokemon, or as our HM Pokemon. But I mostly just want to see what its moveset is. For the future. Oh, it's not gonna knock it out. Nice. All right. Gen 1, they don't learn very much. Gen 2, they learn Psybeam at 36. Still no Psychic. The Gen 1, Mr. Mime, it only learns Confusion via level up, and you have to go from Confusion to Psychic, so I guess at least Psybeam is an upgrade. Substitute, though, that's an interesting move. Okay, well, I would not be disappointed in having a Mr. Mime in the future. It is unfortunate that it's real defensively tanky. Not tanky, sorry. Real defensively, no, attack defense minded. Like it's got barrier for physical, but it's also got meditate for physical, and I don't want either one of those for Mr. Mime. Let's see. Don't need Scary Face. All right, well, our goal is to be as over leveled as humanly possible, so that way we will outspeed things. So let's do as much as we can in here. Oyster. Holding a Slowpoke tail. That is a weird combination. Soft sand? Well, no ground moves. Okay. Tackle. Good thing Furo doesn't have a lot of defense. Ammonite resists normal. That is a Ho-Oh. That, sir, scares the crap out of me. I mean, I knew Sacred Fire had a 50% chance to burn, but boy, that sucks. All right, we do have Bite. So Bite is not that bad, but I don't think we're going to be finishing the whole tower with the burn. It is funny saying Bite as the stronger move. All right, what healing items do we have? All right, we got the berry, the max potion, confusion. You know, that's not a bad one to hold. Get rid of confusion. We don't have any way of getting rid of the burn though, but we do have a regular barrier. We could use it in a pinch. Scyther. Okay, well, that's probably it. I probably could beat one more trainer, but I'm not taking the risk because everybody else has more than one Pokemon from this point on. Unfortunately, that's a dungeon, so we're not allowed to go back in. Let's see. I don't think there's anything else left to do here, so let's just go ahead and head into the gym and see how this goes. I missed tackle. That's really unfortunate. I learned lick at 19. Hey, Dragonair did not Thunder Wave me. Now that's some progress right there. Not allowed to heal in the overworld, so can't heal up. I could heal mid-battle though, but I think we can just win. Nice crit. Oh my. It does have Ember, so I can't really use Charm. It's faster than me, so Bite's not really going to do anything. Alright, we gotta heal. Max potions are our only healing item. That's not good. Well, no other choice. Gotta max potion it up. And I got a crit. Of course I got a crit. That's funny. At this point, I think we're not going to be using Tail Whip. Charm is still possible if we can get into one of those long battles. But, alright. Let's see what TM we got. Stomp. We learned Stomp. No. No, we don't. It feels like a Pokemon that should learn Stomp. But it doesn't. I'm just going to go ahead and double check that it doesn't get Stomp via Egg move. Because if it does, then I will be able to teach it. But all signs point till no. Grand Bull. Pokemon DB. Moves learned. Gen 2. Alright, not via level up. Faint attack, lick, and crunch via egg move. So that's a no. It does not learn Stomp. Feels bad. It feels like a Pokemon that should be able to learn Stomp. I'm just genuinely curious. Does it learn about Stomp in future games? That's not gonna make a difference in my decision, but I'm just curious. Gen 3. Bite. Snore. Boy, they don't really like giving this thing normal moves now, do they? Nope, not in Gen 3. In Gen 4. All the fangs. Bite. Headbutt. Takedown. Okay, well I feel less bad because it doesn't look like it learns Stomp in this game either. And sorted by normal. Nope, no Stomp. Okay. One thing that's really unfortunate is that you can't teach HM moves and use them in battle. And this game basically considers Headbutt an HM move. So I couldn't really teach headbutt either. Not that it matters, because we could only use that in the Ultimate Iron mod, not the Kaizo. Okay. We got some training to do. Not allowed to use that berry tree. Do we have an escape rope? We do not. Okay. You're always going to give them miracle seed, of course, of course. It's also a little annoying that our one best, strongest attacking move is not 100% accurate. In the last 2 battles, we've missed at least one each time. Pearl. Interesting. Really, in the end, I feel like the main problem with Granbull is mostly just the speed. You cannot hop on. That's alright. We finally beat the rival for the first time this stream. It looks like we got 8 resets on the rival until we beat him with the Granbull. And it was not really because of how good Granbull was. It was mostly just I used a whole bunch of healing items, plus the opponent had a Tangela, and Tangela's garbage. It amazes me that Tackle's stronger than Bite here. Oh, that did a lot. Dang. See, look at this. Bite is super effective. Tackle's still better. Lick is also super effective. Tackle's still better. It's like, why do I even bother having Bite and Lick on here? I mean, I guess Bite is mostly just for Pokemon that are really, really tanky on defense. Alright. Let's get this one battle in and heal again. We don't have a Repel. I don't think they sell them at the first place. Oh look, Iron Tail. We did that self-imposed rule that only your starters TM we can use. We can't just go catching Pokemon to use their TMs. Oh. Well, that's going to cut our training short unless we have something for it. Oh, we don't get poisoned at least on the turns we get knockout. I guess in theory, if we knock everything out, we can get through the whole cave without taking too much damage. Problem is how slow we are. Okay, we got 50 something HP. I'm gonna take the risk. I'm gonna go in this other room. I know the TM is on the left, so we're not gonna go left. We're only gonna go right. I just missed tackle. Oh my god, missing tackle just cost me like 40 HP. That's really unfortunate. We got a max revive. Oh god, that's it. Oh, we need to get out of here. No, we're dead. We are dead. Wow, that was... okay. If I can get into a battle within 2 encounters... Oh, I have the repel up. Oh, it's ironic. Okay. I might be able to get into a battle with Vulpix guy before two pings of damage. Sorry, 4 pings of damage. A Lugia. Wow. No shot. No shot. Well, that's unfortunate. We basically died to poison. Feels bad. Not gonna lie, though, I'm pretty sure being slow probably would have killed us at some point anyways. Alright. Alright. That's it for that ROM, because we beat the first gym leader. We're not allowed to continue playing the ROM once we've beaten the first gym leader. Actually, that was the last Pokemon on that one anyways. It's sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles, John. Back to the long and arduous journey of trying to beat the rival. Wigglytuff. Alright, what's your moveset? Okay, well, I mean, you got Sing, so I guess you're playable. Oh, and you start with a TM. Okay. You know, you are happy. Alright, what's your 1 TM? Mimic. Oh my god, can I learn that? I mean, I don't want to learn it, but I'm just curious if I can. Mimic's not a TM in this game. Okay. So that means pretty much the only Pokemon that can learn that move would be Pseudo-Wudo. Alright, if we can find a Pokeball here in the wild, we might be able to pivot. Another problem with Wigglytuff is just how slow it is, just like Granbull. But unlike Granbull, it doesn't have any good attack stat. So this Pokemon is just... It's... I don't know. It's bad. Interesting. Magneton would be pretty good for a while. I might actually catch a Magneton as a HM Pokemon just to learn what the moveset is. Because if it learns Thunder or Thunderbolt, well, Thunderbolt pretty early, that would be pretty good. But if it only gets Thunder Shock, then it's not so good. Did I already grab this item? Yeah. Unfortunately, no Pokeballs here in the wild. We'll give it the berry. That's unfortunate. I missed Sing. Yep, when you miss Sing twice, that's gonna happen. All right. Aerodactyl. Well, I guess let's see what Pokemon's gonna go against Wigglytuff. I imagine for the rival, they're probably gonna manage to actually hit their Sings. Oh, that's funny. Little quick there. Forgot that she does that. Misdreavus. Okay, Misdreavus straight up cannot beat Wigglytuff. I take that back. I think it can. It has Psywave. Psywave can win, even though it's very, very unlucky. Actually, no, it's a guaranteed victory against Wigglytuff because Wigglytuff can't hit Misdreavus. Never mind. What? Oh my god, we don't even get an attacking move until 27? Is this even a Pokemon we want to play? I mean, let's be honest. Psywave's a terrible, terrible move. It'll just, I mean, it might beat the rival, but it's not going to make it to Falconer. All right, well. $27. The only reason I'm playing this is because of the ghost type. Plus, if Falconer can get us a playable move, then at least we'll have that. Really, the biggest problem with Psywave isn't even the low amount of damage it typically does. It's the accuracy. It's the 80% accuracy. It just doesn't have enough PP with that kind of accuracy. Basically, I will have to heal after every single battle at this point. Oh god, I might run out on this very first battle. And by might, I mean did. I did run out in this very first battle. At least it used disable. Oh, never mind. Do 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 do. Oh boy, we learned Spite. Spite, another move that we'd have to spam the PP for if we run out of Psywaves. You know, I saw that guy. He was right around the corner. His name was John. Good luck finding him. He's in Down Under. You'll never find him. Oh god. Oh wait, I have Pokeballs now. I can pivot. I can pivot if I want. All right, I got a good name. You've heard of 2 eyes for people who wear glasses? Well, Magneton has 3 eyes. All right, what's your moveset? You get Sap Cannon. Oh, you don't even get another move. Oh, you don't get anything until Tri Attack. Oh, that's so bad. All right, that's fine. It is what it is. We're gonna be heavily reliant on the TM that we get from Falconer. I mean, I was oh, hey. It's not illegal to pivot again. Can I just name it the same thing? You allowed to do that? I think you can. You can. All right, take, give. Wonder what the stats are like. Curious. 12, 15, 17, 12, 12. Shit, this one's way better. This one's got more stats overall. I mean, it is 1 level higher, so you never really know if that's a level up or if it's better DVs, but all right, 3 eyes. Let's do this. All right, Thundershock in front, Sonic Boom second, Tackles last. That seems fine. Okay, well, the moral of that story is I should have used Sonic Boom. Oh, Sonic Boom got disabled. Now that one's interesting. This will certainly get better as my as time goes on, because the special attack stat of Magneton is like really good. I'm a little scared though, because as time goes on, the opponents get stronger, but I don't. My Thunder Shock is gonna continue to be Thunder Shock in the future for a very long time. I don't think Scar relearned anything good. We already know for a fact Fraligator doesn't learn anything good via level up. Learns plenty of good things later. Via TM. Yeah, but we have to actually make it far enough into the game to get Zap Cannon lock on. Oh shit, this Electrode's got Sonic Boom. Okay. Cool, cool. 69 damage on that Thunder Shock. On the bright side, it should be significantly easier to overtrain Magneton than it was Granbull. The only problem is that Magneton really, really cannot deal with ground types. Like, at all. At least Granbull had Bite for the rock ground types. Granbull has nothing. And if you're thinking Sonic Boom, yeah, Sonic Boom's fine for now, but what about later? Later when the rock ground types have like 125 HP and not 20. Also when they get a ground move. Like, it's really tempting to actually keep Supersonic. Actually, let me just take a look at this moveset here. Thunder Wave, Lock On, Tri Attack. We get Tri Attack at 35. Okay. Thunder Wave. Honestly, I don't think Thunder Wave is going to be very useful. Supersonic straight up better than Thunder Wave. Lock On. I don't know what we get rid of for Lock On. I mean, I guess it would have to be Supersonic. But then if we get rid of Supersonic, like, what are we going to do for the rock ground types when they actually, like, no dig and Earthquake? Maybe they'll never no dig and Earthquake because they're not very good. Or very high leveled. This is Gen 2 after all. They might never really reach a level high enough to learn Dig or Earthquake. Well, Earthquake, they'll learn Dig. Actually, most Pokemon don't learn Dig now that I think about it. Oh, Speed just messaged me. Let me see. Maybe he wants to join. He sent me a video. Never mind. Oh no, not Charm.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Those were... I don't even know if they were words, honestly.
It's Spanish for where is the library, but hey, how's it going?
Hey.
I didn't know you were streaming today.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done with lawn stuff, so pretty much stream back on Mondays again.
Huh. Yeah, for a while you were doing streams on I think the first stream of the week for you was Thursday. I don't think you did it. I think maybe Tuesdays, but today's Monday.
Oh my god, that Ember did a lot.
Is this the Kaizo?
Yep.
What does Kaizo feel like in Johto? Because the whole game is generally underleveled in the first place.
It's harder. It's so much harder. It has nothing to do with the game. It has to do with the movesets. They gave more Pokemon more annoying moves in this game. Be a level up. Lapras with Perish Song. That Poliwhirl evolution with Perish Song.
What about Zap? What about Zap Cannon?
The Pokemon. Well, I haven't used it yet, but the Pokemon that killed my last run last week was Mantine. Or sorry, I was using Mantine and I lost to a Wobbuffet. You won't believe it though. It's not that I guessed correctly or incorrectly. The very first Pokemon on the random team was a Pichu. The Pichu used Encore. Then I knocked out the Pichu and the Wobbuffet was next.
I can guess how this is going.
It was. I literally saw my death coming. There was nothing I could do about it. I used my bubble beam and then I died. It was the worst.
I used to think Encore was a bad move, but there were some solo runs I used it in, and it's actually a very good move. You can just make your opponent completely useless. Like if Encore was in Gen 1, like imagine like with Brock, if it used Screech or if it used Screech, you could use Encore so it never uses Tackle or Bide.
Mm-hmm. All right. Come on. Let's beat Falconer. Let's get Thunderbolt. Come on, do this. I'll even accept Zap Cannon. Oh, two water types. Or not water type. Sorry. Lugia is a flying type.
I don't know if MVF never updated this, but your overlay level cap still says 14.
Yeah, it was made for the hardcore in mind. So I'm not playing hardcore, I'm just playing regular Kaizo. So I'm ignoring the level cap.
So you just add 50%, whatever that level cap says?
Well, I don't have a limit because this is normal Kaizo, not hardcore and not Nuzlocke. Speed sounds different because he's probably on his phone.
Oh yeah, I'm just chatting for a few minutes. I'm waiting for a friend to show up. We're gonna play some tennis. Foresight.
That's not what I wanted to see.
Yeah, that's why I said I didn't know you were streaming. I just popped in.
I mean, I get tri-attack at 35, so I will definitely have a good move, and I'm not going to be stuck with a bad move for a very, very long time. But it still sucks. I got Granbull earlier, and Granbull doesn't learn a good move until like 40. So I would like, can you imagine playing the whole game up to level 40 with just tackle? Oof.
Oh yeah, because there's no guarantee for headbutt or return.
Right. Like that's so Pokemon that learn good moves via level up are really at a priority in this game. Last run I caught a Mr. Mime just to see what its moveset looked like. It gets Psybeam, but not Psychic.
Sounds like a lot of things.
Ooh, nice.
Lynching time.
Chance is always there. Never zero.
You're slowly being slapped to death.
Yeah. My previous run right before this was Mischievous. And,
oh my god.
And the rival had Wigglytuff. And I ran out of PP. I had to just...
Doesn't this only have Psywave?
Yes, it did have Psywave, and I ran out of PP for Psywave, and I just had to wait until Wigglytuff disabled Growl.
Was this earlier in the stream?
Yeah, it was like moments before you joined.
Oh. Damn, I missed it.
It's okay, you didn't miss much. I died very soon afterwards.
What was the other starter?
Wigglytuff, and I don't remember what the third one was.
Well, I'm looking at. So it had to have been Mischievous, Wigglytuff, Magneton, right?
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Then it was literally moments before you joined.
So if Magneton dies, you're gonna have to play Wigglytuff.
We started with Wigglytuff. We lost the Magneton. The Magneton would just would not stay asleep. I'm actually quite jealous that you get to play tennis. It's been I haven't gotten to play tennis since like a previous vacation of mine. I like tennis. The problem is everybody in my family is either bad at tennis, too heavy to play tennis, or very just terrible at it. I like tennis though.
I don't consider myself terrible at it, but I would honestly I would play tennis every single day if I had people to play it with. Like I can never convince like my brother to do it. My parents don't play. I'm just fortunate my friend said he's willing to play.
I wish I could play sports
Yeah,
every
but-
single day. Problem is all my friend IRL friends are, well, I shouldn't say all. I mean, it's just my boss, but back when I did have IRL friends, they were not athletic.
I mean, seeing what you're doing right now, I wouldn't not surprised.
I was very athletic. I love doing athletic things on vacation.
What did you do in Vegas when you're on vacation?
If you name it, we've done it.
Amusement park?
They don't have one.
You play blackjack?
One time.
You play the slots?
No.
Ah, I did name an activity.
I'm sorry,
Well,
I
have
don't
fun
play
all.
things that are rigged.
True. Remember, the house always wins.
Literally, you can program the slots. The slots are programmable. At least when it comes to like roulette or something, like you physically are watching it happen. The slots, everything's virtual. You literally know you're gonna lose.
All right. Well, I'll check back in later. My friend just showed up.
Hook up with a Vegas showgirl. No, I have not done that. Oh no. This Marowak has Bone Club. It's not going to be scary now. But in the future, it will be scary because in the future, we know it will have Bone Club. Oh, I have a PP up. Interesting. Wonder when I got that. I'll save that for Zap Cannon. No, I'll save that for Tri Attack. Okay. You guys are naming one-time things that can only be done once. Like, hook up with a showgirl. You think I got... I barely have the moves to talk to them, let alone hook up with them. Get married? Right. Actually, we don't want to pick up that TM because we don't want it to be in our list. Scope lens? I don't even know what that does. And if only Typhlosion learned a better move than Flame Wheel. You know, I'm not sure any amount of wing manning can be better, can make me better. Oh no, we're already at the point of the game where we have to rely on lock or learn lock on. Oh. Ooh. Okay, question. What do we think's gonna do more damage later on in the game? If we go against like a Rhydon later in the game, what's gonna do more damage? Sonic Boom or oh my god, what was the other move? The Tri Attack. Sonic Boom or Tri Attack? Like, which one would do more damage? I think it would be Tri Attack. So we learn Tri Attack over Sonic Boom. We learn Lock On over Tackle. Yeah, I think Tri Attack will do more damage than Sonic Boom. So we keep Sonic Boom until we learn Tri Attack. We learn Tri Attack over it because I need Supersonic. I need it. Oof, the encounters in here, man. No, we need both. Lock on and supersonic. You know, it would be really funny to use lock on and then use supersonic right afterwards. Ooh, calcium, nice. $200 HP, critical hit. We don't need critical hit. Well, we don't need that item. It's just not that good. Our Pokemon's not allowed to die. We'll never learn a grass move. Not allowed to die. We'll buy those later. I have a protein I did not know. Can't learn dragon moves. All right. I don't know how we're gonna get this magical toxic move. Well, we're not allowed to learn anything other than TM, so there's pretty much no way we're getting hidden power. Since the important TMs like Headbutt are not randomized, I'm pretty sure hidden power will probably be one of those TMs that doesn't get randomized, and therefore we will never ever ever get hidden power in any run whatsoever, even if it's random from a gym leader. It will just straight up be impossible. Headbutt will always be headbutt. Strength will always be strength. Uh-oh. Okay, no ground moves. Ooh, XP share. If only that worked. Headbutt is not randomized because it is considered a like one of those world moves. Same thing with Rock Smash. Rock Smash is also not randomized. We had a whole dilemma on this about the non-Kaizo, the Ultimate Ironmon, and in the Ultimate Ironmon, the Pokemon or the Rock Smash and Headbutt were never randomized, and we had to decide it was basically like Strength, and because it was like Strength, you were not allowed to teach it, in my opinion. Okay, let's see. What are our moves? All right. Tri-Text at 35. We're at 29. Okay, well, we're still ways away. All right, we have to defeat all of the gym leaders, Pokemon trainers. Uh-oh. Oh, it's got double kick too. Nice. Okay, so let's see. We took like 30 damage. All right, I need to put my healing items at the top. I genuinely just need to know what my healing items are. Every run. Oh god, I just have 2. Potion and energy root. Ouch. Okay. We need to be as careful as humanly possible. Ember does a lot. Ouch. Thank you for not using Ember. I appreciate it very much. Both of those were resisted. Okay, should I consider using my potion here, or just go with 52 damage for the 52 HP for the rest? I should probably just keep the potion. All right, fingers crossed. A Raikou. Okay. Oh, wow. Two bird Pokemon, so we just have to defeat this Raikou? Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I'm considering Lock On just so I can manage to hit all 4 Sonic Booms in a row. Oh, you paralyzed me, piece of crap. How dare you do that? Remove my Lock On. Ah, can't hypnosis me when I'm paralyzed, can you? Alright, what badge? TM49. Rock Throw. No thank you. We unfortunately cannot learn that. 0 for 2 on TMs. Alright. But luckily the rival is not going to be difficult. We established in Gen 1 forests are not dungeons, so I am able to leave the forest at will. Soda pop, that's funny. Ooh, bright powder. Can somebody explain to me what the bright powder was again? I think it was supposed to be the most broken item in Gen 2. Oh, I think it made it so every Pokemon had a 10% chance to miss. Something like that. Oops. Oh, interesting. I completely forgot. This is the run we had the Mischievous. We swapped out of Mischievous. Okay, so I was right. It is 10%. Oh boy, if only the leftovers weren't banned. That would have been a pretty sick pickup. I'm not heading over here to get the headbutt. I'm heading over here for the item. At this point, we're pretty certain we're not allowed to use headbutt. This is not given to us by a gym leader. And here's the one trainer in here. Oh, wow. Good thing they're very, very under-leveled. I'm mostly having the bright powder for rock ground types. If they miss, more power to me. Both of them are pretty equal, but since Magneton is not very fast, the King's Rock will have less opportunities to activate. So, if the Bright Powder will always have a chance of making them miss, the King's Rock won't always have a chance of making them flinch. So, What's better? Always having a chance of them missing, or sometimes having a chance of me flinching them? I think it's kind of a no-brainer that them always having a chance of missing is better. It means every single turn they have a 10% chance to miss. And if you look at the other way around, on my turn, I don't always have a 10% chance outspeed. Well, they're both 10%. They're both 10%. So we are comparing apples to apples. Them always having a 10% chance to miss is not the same as me always having a chance to flinch, because the chance to flinch requires me to outspeed. Oh, yeah, that you just made a good point. 10% chance, since I don't use setup moves. That's another extra 10% on top of the 25% chance to miss when they use setup moves. Like Tail Whip and whatnot. So they got, or Thunder Wave. So 25% plus 10%. But it's mostly the speed thing. It's just no guarantee that I'm faster than anything. Everstone, that's funny. I really should just get rid of some of these. All right, get rid of the fighting moves. We'll never get one of those. Everstone, no thank you. Burn, we already have a bright powder. Pearl, leftovers is banned. Have I ever used an Everstone? No, I have not. I've only ever had an Everstone once when I traded for a Haunter that was holding an Everstone. There. Oh, not there. I think that Haunter is... No, I think that Haunter's in Gen 4. Boy, there's just almost no reason to use Sonic Boom. I can't wait until I get Tri-Attack. Even on Pokemon that resist electric moves, the electric move is still better. There we go. And we'll go ahead and use our PP up. The PP up is extremely important because if there's a rock ground type, we need to make sure we have as much PP as possible, because if we run out, we're doomed. There we go. We have something for Pokemon that resist now. Try attack. I really like how this Pokemon one-shots everything. I remember Mantine It really loved to two-shot everything. Friendship, I don't think matters very much. We got the coin case. We don't need the coin case because we're not getting an Abra. Anything left to do in here? No, I don't think so. All right, that'll be for TMs 5 through 8. Ooh, I might swap over to Magmar just to see what moves it learns, though. See if it gets any good moves. I bet you it gets early Fire Punch. All right, let's see. Oh my god, Magmar starts with Fire Punch? Oh, that's sick. And it learns Flamethrower at 41. Oh, man. That is something to look forward to in the future. That is really cool. And if Magmar's that way, I bet you Electabuzz and Jinx are probably the same way, where they probably start with the move. I think you could say the movesets on average are worse. Yes, I feel like in Gen 1 they didn't really give it a thought when they were making movesets about like their really early movesets for all of the Pokemon. But I think in Gen 2 they definitely gave thought to the early movesets, and that's why you don't see any OP movesets like you did in Gen 1. Heck, even in Yellow version, they thought about some of the OP movesets like Alakazam and Gyarados. Well, I mean, we're not switching to Magmar. It's level 10. We're level 37. It's for the future. In the future, if we get a level 5 Magmar, it means we have a good chance of beating the rival. I'm really liking Tri-Attack already. Oh, this guy reminds me. I think I skipped the one south of Goldenrod. At this point, I'm trying to think what Pokemon could end this run. I want to say it's basically Rhydon and Golem can end this run. Oh, whoops. Get rid of 39. Rhydon and Golem can end this run. Oh, we can't get rid of it. Okay, I need to sell 39. My main problem is I don't know what levels they learn ground moves. Like in Gen 1, Golem learns Earthquake in the high 40s. I don't think... Oh, Dugtrio. Yeah, Dugtrio as well. I don't think Rhydon learns a ground move via level up. Alright, we don't want the TM, we just want the item. Amulet coin, okay. Interesting, but not useful. Alright, as I've learned from previous runs, there are 2 people in the grass. 2 people in each grass. Also, I should really not be using Tri-Attack unless I absolutely have to, like a Pokemon Resist, because if I run out of Tri-Attacks against a Rock Ground type, I'm screwed. Okay, fighting types, I should probably consider using them too. Level 49, okay. Rhydon Oh, actually, you know what? I'm not actually that scared of Doug Trio, because Doug Trio will die to Tri Attack. Like, possibly even in one attack of Tri Attack. Golem, and Rhydon scare me. And possibly Tyranitar, but uh-oh. Okay, we're good here. This is also another reason to keep Supersonic, so that way, if they hit themselves, it does more damage to them as well. So if I do run out of Tri-Attacks on a Rhydon, like you just saw me, then Supersonic can also knock them out. Oh, you're right. I forgot about the outspeeding thing. That's another reason to have the Bright Powder, so they have a 10% chance to miss. By the way, speaking of Bright Powder, I think on that Rhydon, I think it missed Stomp, which Stomp's 100% accurate, so that means it missed, and I feel good about it. Realistically, I'd love to get 2 more PP ups for Tri Attack, because when I just defeated that Rhydon, I feel like I almost ran out of PP in the one battle alone. I can't imagine 2 battles with a Rhydon. Like, you're probably thinking, but you could always just go back and heal. I'm thinking more along for the Rocket plotline, as well as the Elite Four, where I would not be able to go back and heal, and I would probably run out of PP. Also, same thing with these gyms. If I were to run out of PP, I'd be screwed. Oh, there's an Onyx. $11 to 14 damage. Oof. Alright. Lock on. Supersonic. Try attack. Yeah, we're gonna make that basically a rule at this point, to always Supersonic, because Supersonic can save me Tri Attack PP. Ooh, Donphan. I completely forgot about Donphan. Oh, Stun Spore. I had a feeling Onyx wouldn't learn Earthquake. Can I do anything about the Stun Spore? Paralyze, Cure Berry, Paralyze, Heal. Okay, let's definitely. Actually, the berry, I could in theory use the berry. No, I'm using the Bright Powder. I would never use the berry. Doesn't really matter which of the 2 I use. There's no trainer down here, right? Yeah. Quagsire? Oh, I never even considered Quagsire. Ooh, that would suck. Yeah, so there, like I said, the movesets are quite diverse here in Gen 2. It really makes solo running quite hard, and considering the Kaizo challenge is basically just a solo run with extra rules, Kaizos are pretty hard. Oh my god, it's got poison powder. Can I do anything about poison if I do get poison? No? Oh, heal powder. Okay. See, I want to use Tri Attack so badly, but I want to keep my 8 PP just in case. So I think I just got a Supersonic first. And it missed. Okay, well, luckily it never used poison powder. Probably because it sees our steel typing. But I think poison powder would work. Okay, there's only this trainer and Whitney left, so I think I can afford to use some tri-attacks now. All right. Perfect. Okay. Just because it's immune, that's just damage, right? Though, like, wouldn't poison powder still work? I feel like the immunity is to damage. Oh, what TM did I get? Twister. Nope, can't learn that. I'm gonna get rid of stuff. Alright, don't need amulet coin. Focus band. The rest of it's actually pretty good. Oh, we have the ether. Okay, that's good. That's good. We might actually need that at some point. It doesn't work? I'll have to see it to believe it. Why am I on buy? There's no point to buy. Oh, repels? No, we'll get super repels later. Oh, I remember why I wanted to be on sell. Sell the counter. Okay. Oh, we need 8 PP back. How do you get something like that? We're getting really close to super repels. Damn. Imagine if you could get like early squirt bottle and catch that at like the beginning of the game somehow. That'd be pretty cool. Actually, now that I think about it, Ho is probably not that good. It has Sacred Fire, sure, but that's only 5 PP. Really, its main attacking move would be Gust. For a very, very long time, it would be Gust. Quite frankly, ooh, like it gets a move I think every 11 levels, and one of those early levels is like, it's Whirlwind. It's like level 11 or whatever is Whirlwind. Yeah, I think the legendary birds are actually pretty bad. Well, those legendary birds. The other legendary birds, I think for Zapdos, I saw you get Peck and Thundershock, or Thundershock. Yeah, that would be pretty good. Unfortunately, you're not allowed to use legendaries, so that's unfortunate. Although I feel like that rule was mostly made for the regular Kaizo rules, where they just have ridiculously high stats, and really regular Kaizo, the stats are really the only thing that matter in general. But in the spirit of the challenge, I'll keep the no legendaries. But realistically, I actually think legendaries would be just as difficult. Like, for instance, I don't think Mew could do this challenge. Mew's pretty bad. First of all, you'd have to make it to Falconer with just pound and possibly transform. Yeah, I think it'd pretty much be pound and transform. You know what? That might have been the wrong decision. I wonder if I should have considered teaching Screech over Lock On. Because now that I think about it, why would I use Lock On Zap Cannon? Yeah, Zap Cannon has so much more power than Thunder Shock. It has no PP. Like, no PP at all. And, like, a big part of this challenge is completing dungeons without healing. So, I mean, I think I should have taught Screech. Because now I'm screwed. I mean, I guess I'm not screwed. I still have Lock On followed by Supersonic, which is something I may want to consider, but oof. That may have been a misstep. What? No, I don't want to do the gym. We'll come back and do the gym. Yeah, there we go. Full heal. That's what I wanted. Really? Part flying type and you still? Okay. That's on me. I should have used Tri-Attack. I got greedy. I was like, that thing's part flying type. It'll be fine. Thundershock will do it'll do enough damage. Okay, well, once again, should have paid attention. Fire types. Should not be taking them lightly. Neither one of them can knock out Arbok in one hit, unless I get a crit. Okay, Nidoking does not learn a ground move. That's good. Kingler Rom died because of counter. Mantine Rom died because of Mirror Coat. And now Magneton died because of counter. Sometimes you just get an autopilot and you don't even think about that. I mean, if you look at the overlay did show that Tri-Attack did more damage, and that's just kind of what I did, but I completely forgot about the move counter. Ouch. And we're past the 2-hour mark too, so what a terrible, terrible ending. I need to make a list of the Pokemon that learn counter, Pokemon that learn Mirror Coat, and the Pokemon that learn Destiny Bond, and the Pokemon that learn the die in 3 turn pair song. I need to make a list, like keep it on my desk. Like, these are the Pokemon you need to be very careful of. Actually, hold on. This is something I should probably actually do. Okay. Hold on. I will do this, actually. Okay, well, anyways, this run is done. So let me go ahead and close that. Close that. Close that. Okay. This will help us for future runs. Okay, so this... Alright, how much space do I have to work with? I'm trying to make it also not like the worst for people on vertical too. Okay, so that's the space I have to work with for people on vertical. All right. Let me pull up. Let's see. Do I want to put this in Word or do I want to put this in Excel? Let's start with Excel. All right. Yep. There we go. I'm going to forget if I don't do it right now. Or immediately after the stream, but now it's fine. I'm sure everyone will. I'm sure nobody's against this. All right. Let's go move. Pokemon. Level. Can anybody think of any other categories I might need to know other than move, Pokemon, and level? Okay, so the first move. Oh, we haven't been live on oh my god, we haven't been live on vertical. For people on horizontal, look at the top. Look at the top part of the screen. There's literally a button that says go live. I actually clicked the start button on OBS, but stupid YouTube didn't go live. Freaking kidding me. Okay. All right, well, it's too late for that. All right, anyways, move, counter. Let's look up. Well, on the bright side, since we're not live on vertical, I don't have to be helpful to the people on vertical. Okay. Do that, and I want to say it's Bulbapedia is the one I need to look at. Pokemon counter. No, not counters. Not counters. Oh, counter. Okay, so this is level by generation. Okay, actually, hold on. I just realized my face is covering a lot of this, so let me just move over some of this Excel stuff. Because that doesn't really matter nearly as much. Okay, so these are level up. We only really care about the first 2 generations, so this chart should be fine. Alright, so Gen 2, we got Hitmonchan. Hitmonchan. And that is level 50. We got Wobbuffet, level 1. Wobbuffet 1. I'll sort those by level momentarily, so that way it's better to look at. Heracross 27. See, there's one that matters. Air cross. 27. Hitmontop, another one that kills me. 31. You did. You probably did. But the thing is, game dev, this is for me. Like I'm gonna pull this up while on stream. Like for instance, when I'm doing a solo run, I keep the move set on a different monitor, so that way I can remind myself what the move set is. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm basically giving myself a reminder for future streams. Oops. This is a reminder for future streams, so that way I don't make the same mistakes. Because clearly I can't trust myself in order to remember the hard move. Pokemon with the hard moves. All right, so now we got Mirror Coat. Okay, we got, oh my god, we got Voltorb and Electra. I didn't even know that. Oh, you know what? Wait, hold on. You'll understand this in a moment. Voltorb. All right. Voltorb is 41. Electrode 48. Got Wobbuffet. Got level 1. Oh, we got Corsola. I didn't even know Corsola. Learned Mirror Coat. See? That could have killed us in a future run. What? Suicune learns it too? Damn. Anything else? Suicune. 1. Nothing else. Okay. Next is Perish Song. All right, Gen 2 move. Jinx, Lapras, Politoed, Miss Oh god, I need to actually like get closer. All right, so small text. Miss Drivus. Okay. Smoochum Celebi. Damn, that's a lot of Pokemon. And that's it for the game. So let me levels. 51, 29, 1, 46, 45, 50. All right. And the last one. Let's see. Counter, Mirror Coat, Perish Song. I see that John put Explosion. I don't care about Explosion. There's nothing I can do about Explosion. These are the moves that are just completely, I have to play around. I have to actually think about. I have to make sure to avoid. I swear there's one. Oh, Destiny Bond. I mean, I know one of them's Gengar. All right. Ghastly, Haunter, Gengar, Coughing, Wheezing, Wobbuffet, not Quillfish, and whatnot. Okay. Okay, so it's just those. 36, 48, 48, 45, 51, 1. All right. Oh, right. This is not Google Sheets. This is Excel. If this were Google Sheets, I could just click here and then I could just drag it up and down and boom, it would move the new row to a new row. Instead, it's the freaking Excel's more annoying. I can never remember if when you paste it, if it pastes. Yeah, you're supposed to be insert, cut cells. There we go. All right. Okay, I really should be control Xing that. Make it a lot easier myself. Is there... I don't know if there's a button combo for insert cut cells. Oh well. That's in that order. $29, 46. Okay, so basically all of them below Jinx. Wobbuffet. 45. Coughing. Okay. I mean, I can add it to the list. It's not that hard. This is for my own. Just for I'm taking a screenshot of this when I'm done, so I want that there because it's helpful. I mean, the thing is, if I'm doing an explosion, then I might as well also do self-destruct. I mean, they both result in the same outcome. Usually instant death. Geodude, Traveler, Golem, Voltorb, Coughing, Thing, Pineco, Fortress, not Forestress, Press. Okay, that's it for Gen 1 and 2. Oh shit, that was all Gen... Okay, they all learn it in Gen 2 as well. Okay. Self-destruct. I have a feeling it's the same list. I'm just curious if there are any non-overlap between the two. No, it's the same Pokemon both times. The exact same Pokemon learned self-destruct and explosion. All right. Geodude 41, 48, 48, 39, 44, 41, 44, 36, 39. All right. These two are in the 30s. $39, 41. Okay. I feel like the order is messed up on here. Voltorb, Geodude, Coughing, Electrode, Wheezing, Graveler, Electrode. There we go. Now they're in the same order. Basically, Voltorb, Coughing, Geodude is the same as Electrode, Wheezing, Graveler. They're in the same order. It's a small thing. There we go. And then let's go ahead and snip. Okay, that's gonna annoy the shit out of me. Better. Not the greatest, but still better. Save. Let's see. Let's save in the same place we put the rules. Other. Kaizo. Annoying Pokemon. All right. Well, now I have no excuse. If I die to the Pokemon with Counter and Mirror Coat, I've got no excuse because I now have a list. And if anyone's like, "Do you have your list up?" You should literally ask before the stream starts, "Do you have your list?" Because then the list will keep me honest. The list will remind me of the annoying Pokemon for the run. Plus, if anybody just wants the list, I don't mind sending it on Discord as well. All right. Well, anyways, thank you guys for joining in on today's run. I appreciate it very much. I will be on again Thursday, where we're going to be trying once again to beat the Pokemon Stadium 2 rental randomizer. I believe for all future runs, we have now added the caveat that I get to choose the reroll of Pokemon. Don't forget that at the very end of the last one, we decided we were going to do poker rerolls. Like how when you play a game of poker and you were dealt 5 cards, you can deal as many cards back to the dealer as you want and get new Pokemon. That one won over my choice of I just get to pick one Pokemon randomly from like a pool of like, the 5 best Pokemon. People were like, well, getting a good Pokemon every single time is like less random. And people would rather me get 4 random Pokemon that are rerolls than one good Pokemon every single time. And I can't disagree. You might get 4 bad Pokemon and then reroll, or you might get 2 good Pokemon and 4 bad Pokemon, reroll the 4 bad Pokemon and get 4 more bad Pokemon. You never know. And I think that's part of the fun. But because we are at like 20 parts of failure, we're making it a little easier on ourselves to try and win. So have a nice night, and hopefully we win on Thursday.